Last week in our review for Tech 100, I have mentioned that once it breaks out below 15,200 levels, certainly you can say that the bearishness will prevail. And see what beautiful drop it has shown here. Towards the end of the week, it has dropped towards 14,700 and below and closed the week at 14,700. Yes, 14,700 it indeed is a great support, and below this zone is a great support for Tech 100. So now what to expect next week, which position you should take in order to profit, we will see with the help of charts followed with indicators, and towards the end I will give you the trading levels, strategy and the levels to make profit next week trading Nasdaq 100. Do watch till the end, do like, share, subscribe and comment. Your every like, share, comment, subscribe is a great support motivation for me to deliver twice a day analysis. I deliver 2 updates for Tech 100, first with the Asia and Europe session and next with the US session in the same day. Do watch both and hence press the bell icon or join my free Telegram channel to get the live updates. The link is mentioned in the channel and video description. Now let's have a look at Tech 100 on the weekly charts first. See, last week we analyzed that lower highs are seen here and higher lows are seen here. This was the consolidation zone, and a breakout should bring more bearishness. Precisely that has happened. Breaking out on the downside, sharp bearishness is seen here. And now it has come to the support levels here. You can see multiple candles getting rejected from the same levels. Yes, this is the breakout level. Earlier we have seen 14,500 levels here, because below 14,500 it is 14,300 zone, 14,200 zone, which is the next strongest support here. So is it going to break below those levels? Is it going to break below 14,600 and march towards 14,300 levels? Right now it appears, because see, this was the first breakout candle and it is a sharp bearish one. We can see an extended breakout here. We can see an extended drop here, and hence staying below 14,600, 500 zone. It is, see, remember one point here, that this is definitely a great support, and if it stays below this, we are going to look forward to this breakout zone, which is right now situated at around 13,400. This was the rally which Tech 100 is shown, and right now it is trying to gravitate on the downside. At the same time, another point one should note here is it is still forming a flag here. The bottom here is at 14,300 levels. You have to be watchful here. So as long as 14,300, 200 is respected, we are not going to treat this as bearish, because this is still a flag formation, and if it reverses again on the upside, more bullish momentum can prevail here in Tech 100. Now let's have a look at the daily chart. On the daily chart, see, one must note the last candle here. The last candle stayed in green, almost double bottom. It has created double bottom levels and stayed in green. And this suggests that any drop below 14,640, 14,650 levels, you can stay short here and then expect further drop below 14,600 levels. At the same time, because see, this is a greener candle, the closer is in green. If Tech 100 opens above 14,720, it can try to rise a little. 14,800 levels again can be seen. And from here, a little retracement on the upside cannot be denied towards 15,000 levels. This will also keep the respect what it has for these levels here, 14,500, 600 levels. Yes, these are great support levels. We have seen 3 to 4 times. Either these levels are rejected, or you can say it is giving it a very good support. So yes, that is what is happening right now. It is trying to reverse. Possibly for a couple of days, we may see a little retracement towards the beginning of trading towards 14,800, 900 zone, and from there again a down move cannot be denied. So be watchful here. Also, now look at this 14,300, 200 levels. Definitely a good support here is seen. Now this is on the daily charts, and below 14,200 it is directly going to land at 13,800 levels. Now let's have a look at the monthly candle. See, monthly candle, lower highs are seen here. Lower highs, lower lows suggest 14,300, 200 levels are certainly going to remain a great support for the month. Possibly it can even try to achieve the level towards the end of the week. But at the same time, one must note that forming a double bottom, if it tries to stay above 14,500 levels close towards the closer of the month, and or else yields higher lows, lower highs, this is suggestive of a consolidation candle. Now next month, yes, I will come to that towards next week, but yes, I am giving you a prior information that next month, once you see it below 14,500, then there is no other option but to stay short for 13,600 levels, and in fact it can try to march towards 13,400 levels in the coming month, because see, this is second red candle and it is coming after a straight 6 to 7 greener candles here, and then this should be termed as a reversal sign. Hence possibly those who want to take a positional call here on Tech 100, I think 15,000 levels. If you get 15,000 levels any point of time this week, probably that is a time where one can initiate a positional entry and expect Tech 100 to stay bearish for the next month as well. But let's support our hypothesis with the help of indicators. Let's find out what the indicators are suggesting. Here on the monthly charts, you can observe whenever prices diverge from the 20 period average, you can find it converging. You can find prices converging towards 20 period moving average always. See, this has happened last time. Now again, you can see a divergence here, and that is why we can see prices converging towards those levels. And that is why I say there is still a probability for next month to stay bearish, and there is a good chance for us to take a positional call on US 100, where we might see prices hitting 13,800, 13,400 levels in the near future. In fact, 13,000 levels cannot be denied. We have to be watchful, careful, and observant here. Yes, this is trying to retrace. At the same time, one must not forget, I will just wait for it to break past 14,200 levels for further bearish confirmation here, because that is the level below which the bears will take over. It is still in the flag formation. So these levels one should be watchful and careful of. If you look at the stochastic, this is also highly overbought, and that is why we can see a down move which is continuing. At the same, look at MACD. See, the MACD has crossed over here, traded with divergence. Now candle size minimizing here. So yes, this bearishness may prevail for a couple of months, and again the MACD without having to cross over may again start to diverge. So yes, this is still to be treated as retracement on the downside. It is still not to be treated as bearish in the long run. You can find out Tech 100 crossing over at these levels, and after years we can find MACD coming to these levels here. And yes, it is trying to convert. This does not mean that it is still bearish for a couple of months more. We can see this bearishness prevailing, and then again the up move might continue. Hence we have to be watchful. RSI looking downwards, trying to suggest bearishness. So yes, it is still bearish. It is still having lot of potential on the downside towards 13,600, 400. In fact, 13,000 levels in next couple of months. So that is why I say 15,000 should be a good positional entry for us. Those who can sustain it for a couple of months can try to initiate an entry here. Now look at the weekly chart. Now this is important here. See, on the weekly charts, the moving averages have crossed over here. At the same time, the prices were divergent from the moving average. It has converged towards the 20 period average here. It is trying to get the support from the 20 period average. Yes, precisely at 14,700 you find the 20 period moving average. Also look at the divergence of the 20 and 50 period moving average. This is too much here, and that is why possibility of a little conversion exists. And this also suggests that for near term there could be little bearishness here for a couple of months or so, and there could be chances of moving average is coming down here, trying to converge crossover at some point of time in the near future. At the same time, this is the support levels which it should not try to break. It should be still at the retracement. Higher lows here, higher highs here can be seen here. So yes, next week specifically you have to watch out for 14,600 levels. If it stays below 14,600 and then 14,500 levels, stay short. We are going to look at somewhere in between 14,200. That is the next strongest support, and breaking below that, the bears will take over. The stochastic looking down. Now look, MACD has crossed over here, traded with divergence, and you must note that this crossover is coming at a sharply extremely higher levels. That is why I am bearish on Tech 100, that it must try to at least achieve zero levels here. Even if it has to reverse, it has to achieve zero levels here. This suggests that there is going to be bearish candles ahead, which is going to take the prices little down, and that is why I say one can take a positional entry here. Yes, the candle size is increasing here. It can increase, it can continue to diverge more. We have to be watchful, careful. RSI looking downwards, trying to stay bearish. Coming to the daily, on the daily charts, after a long time, there is a crossover between the 20 and 50 period average. This is coming at 15,200 levels. I do not see it breaking 15,200 any point of time in the near future. This is going to be the strongest resistance. Yes, a little retracement on the upside cannot be denied. You can see the prices staying beyond Bollinger Bands, and hence it can try to come within the Bollinger Bands, stabilize at around 15,000 before looking forward to a down move towards 14,500, and then from next month onwards further bearishness may prevail. So this is how what we can see here on the daily, weekly, monthly charts. Let's have a further detailed look. See why a retracement is possible. You can see stochastic oversold. Thus a little retracement on the upside cannot be denied. The MACD is divergent and bearish here, and this calls for a little probability of conversion here. And yes, a little conversion does not mean a complete reversal. It can stress the drop here for a while. RSI at bottom. So now we have seen the charts, we have seen the indicators. Time for me to summarize the observation and give you the trading levels and strategy for next week. And before I provide you the complete strategy and levels, if you want to learn this art of analysis, if you want to learn this art of trading, you should join my mentorship batch. The 26th batch is going to start on 9th of October. Only limited seats are available, purely on the first come first serve basis. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Also, you can be part of my Signals channel. Reach out to me for more details. Now, first, let's talk about the observation what we had. Tech 100 has come to the support levels here on the downside at 14,600, 500 zone. Very strong support exists. At the same time, one must note that yes, it is staying at the, we have seen oversold levels here on minor time frames, and hence a little retracement, a little pull on the upside for the beginning of the week cannot be denied. It can try to move towards 14,900, 15,000 levels. The level on the upside which can potentially indicate a reversal is 15,200, 300 zone, which I do not see Tech 100 breaking in the near future. 15,200, 300 zone is going to be the level which is going to give us a fair indication that what Tech 100 is willing to do. A little retracement on the upside cannot be denied towards 15,000 levels, but again, as I say, this could be a fair entry for you to initiate a selling position. From there, we may see the bearish move continuing in the next month as well. And yes, there could be further more bearish moves in the coming month and in the coming weeks, and hence every rise is an opportunity for you to take a positional entry and sell. But this is a long-term view. Sticking to the next week, there is a possibility of a slight retracement towards 15,000, 4960 levels, and at those levels possibly prices might reverse towards the end of the week, coming towards 14,500, 600 zone again. Now, with that as observation, I will recommend you to buy here at 14,725. Expect 14,760, 14,800, 14. Now, beyond 800, 14,880 and 920. This is going to be the greatest resistance. And if it breaks past, I will look forward to 14,970, 15,020 levels. This is going to be maximum resistance here. And if it stays above, we can look forward to 15,150 levels. Chances are less that it is going to march or break towards those levels. Yes, a little probability if it stays above 15,020, chances will increase that it can try to hit 15,150. But then again, it has got very, very, very strong resistance, and I do not see it breaking on the upside. On the downside, at max, my expectation is it may try to strive to achieve these levels if it continues on the upside. On the down, I will recommend you to sell Tech 100 at 14,670 levels, below which one can expect 14,610, 14,550 and 14,490 levels as the next support levels. These are definitely good grand support levels. All of this is a great support. Below 14,490 directly we may see 14,400, and below this 14,200. If it breaks below 14,200, it is bound to see a sharper drop here for 13,920, 13,800, and below that further levels. Now these levels are applicable for next month also. These are great support levels. This is what is the maximum support, and then 13,000. So these are applicable for the next month also. Hence you can keep a note of these levels, keep it safe with you. I will again come back to this with the monthly review next month. So till then, next week we are going to do the monthly review, and hence watch that also and do all the daily analysis. This will definitely add meaning to your day trading decisions. And yes, do like, share, subscribe and comment. If you appreciate the effort, your every like, comment, share is a great support for me. Also, join my mentorship batch or Signals channel. Reach out to me for any of your trading or training queries. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading week ahead. See you with the daily updates next week. Thank you.